I was washing dishes at Cowboys when I was about 14.
I'll call to order this first public hearing of the St. Augustine Port Waterway and Beach District. Still September 14th, 2023. All rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Rivers,
Here.
Commissioner Way,
Here.
Commissioner Brown,
Here.
wow, Commissioner Thompson.
Here.
Clay, am I right that we need to open public comment before we discuss the millage rate vote? Is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
public comment for both the millage and for the final.
For the budget. So we will now open our first period of public comment. That's a pass. Nobody else here. We are on to agenda item 4, set tentative millage rate, 12.83%. 12.83% increase in millage over the rolled back rate. We had discussed tentatively previously maintaining the same rate as last year, which we had also done last year. I would personally be in favor of maintaining the last year's rate. I think all the reasons that we maintained last year's rate last year still apply. Things are getting more expensive. We have heard from a variety of folks who've come in to us asking for money about how much more expensive things have gotten over the last couple of years. We also spent a heck of a lot of money last year. We are down more than we've ever been, I think. And with all that in mind, I personally would vote in favor of maintaining last year's rate rather than going for the rollback rate.
Well, I'll make that motion.
I second it.
Any additional discussion? No? All in favor?
Aye.
Great. Let's open public comment again prior to the tentative budget. That's a pass. Great. Elise has prepared a budget for us. As we can see, not much has changed except we are anticipating a larger just open district projects line item because we're anticipating a larger intake this coming year.
I didn't know if you guys wanted to, I had derelict boats from this year at 25,000. I didn't know if you wanted to do the same amount for the upcoming budget.
There's a bunch of them out there that are going to be coming.
Yeah, we're still early in hurricane season too. I don't have any modifications to this budget. I don't know. Does anybody have any specific line items they wanted to discuss? Or?
Well, just one thing. I had talked at a previous meeting a couple of months ago about raising our pay to $300 a month due to the increase in gas costs and so forth. Is that written into this, Elise?
No, not yet, but it could be.
It is. No, commissioner pay is a line item. Right.
No, commissioner pay is a line item on the regular budget.
Oh, but sorry, that's just commissioner pay. That's the $5 that we are.
It's the travel allowance.
Right, that's the travel allowance.
Yes.
It's not a line item.
It's a line item.
Oh, it is. I'm sorry, commissioner travel allowance. I see it.
Yes.
Yes, it is. So it's currently set at $12,050, which reflects the $200
a month.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be changed to 18,000.
If you're making 12,000, I'm getting ripped off. I'm at 1,200, right?
No. It's $12,050 for the
12
year.
for the year.
Yeah.
Now, the chairman gets $225, and then it's $200 for everybody else. So that's how it works.
I'm okay with that.
Do we need to vote on this now?
So, Tom, you're making a motion. I think, Tom, you're making a motion to increase the commissioner travel allowance
To $300.
to $300 a month, and to have that reflected in the budget.
Yours to $325.
I would be in favor of that. Linda, any other discussion on that? Perhaps?
I mean, me personally, I don't need the money, and I don't want to stop you guys from getting it, but I'm not.
Well, it doesn't help us an awful lot. It's true. It's just the idea that, the cost of traveling anywhere has gone up so much in the past year. Well, since Biden, since,
I can just see it when you run again.
Anyway,
Hey, no, their own pay increase. It's outrageous.
Yeah. I would say that to go from 200 to 300 is a big jump. That's a 50% increase.
Would you suggest 250 then? Do you have another
I
suggestion?
think that would be more reasonable.
Okay.
I mean, there's no question that we spend all of that money. But I'm just looking at the optics of, taking a 50% increase in your pay.
That makes sense. Tom, do you have any response to that?
I really couldn't hear.
Oh,
I was saying that to go from 200 to 300 is a 50% increase, and that just seems, we haven't had 50% increase in our gas, although maybe we have.
I think we have. Yes.
Right, we probably have, but I was just thinking of the optics of us giving ourselves that large of an increase, percentage-wise, not money-wise.
So Linda suggested maybe 250 instead of 300.
Well, I mean, $50 isn't going to break me
Yeah,
I just thought it was the time, because it had been years ago that we raised it to 200.
That was Barry, when Barry was
Barry
here.
Benjamin, yeah,
Yeah, he's the one who raised it from 100 to 200.
200.
Okay.
So he did a 100%
100% increase.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm going to
But
keep,
it
I'm
was
going to,
100, it was 100 for many years.
I'm
It
gonna-
wasn't just,
And just real quick, I think this
I'm
is
gonna keep
form
my
over
motion at
substance,
300.
but technically, a motion has been made.
Right.
The maker of the motion may amend it to
Okay.
the 250.
Right.
Alternatively, if it dies for lack of second, a new motion can be made, but that's where we're at, Roberts, procedurally.
Right.
if we all vote for it, I just say, I don't want it, just keep my 100.
sounds good, so give it to me.
So we have a motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion dies for lack of a second. All right.
And now we can discuss it again, is that correct?
Well, yeah. Linda, would you like to
Okay,
make a
so
motion
I'd
for?
like to make a motion that
Okay.
we-
But you
that-
can't do that, my motion's, didn't it say,
you're
you
just-
second it?
Nobody
No,
seconded.
nobody seconded.
So I would like to make a motion that we look at increasing our travel allowance by 50%. So we currently have 200, half of that is 100. What, am I doing that right?
Yeah, that's what he just
Yeah,
said.
yeah, no, that's what, I think you meant by 25%, right?
25%, okay.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, 50, yeah. I was a math teacher. Okay. All right, so my motion is that we, let's make it simple, that we increase our travel allowance by $50 from 200 to 250.
So we have motion on the floor from Commissioner Thompson to raise travel allowance from 200 to 250. Do we have a second? Motion dies for lack of a second. No pay raise. Is there any other,
I have one.
go ahead.
I would like to increase, but it's up to you guys. I wanted to increase $50 a month. From 17 to 17.50.
For your pay?
For my-
Okay.
Yeah, Based on-
that budget line item is secretarial services?
yes, I haven't
Okay.
changed.
I'll make that motion,
Which is,
$50.
okay, so Chris has made the motion to increase our secretary treasurer's monthly pay by $50 from $1,700 to $1,750. You have a second?
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Any other budget line items under discussion here? Hearing nothing, so do I have a motion to approve the tentative budget as written here, reminding everybody that this is not the final vote on this budget or on the tax rate. There will be one additional public hearing, so we will have additional opportunities to modify this budget. This is a tentative vote, as was the millage rate vote.
And just so the record is clear, to the extent individual line items have been increased, an equivalent deduction would be taken from district projects.
projects line item, that's right, which is
So
the,
it's clear where it's coming out of to
right,
make that difference.
that is the catch-all bin for everything we have not specifically appropriated. Do I have a motion to approve the budget as amended?
So moved.
That's a motion.
I'll second
That's
it.
a second. All in favor? Aye. One more opportunity for public comment. That's 3 passes in a row. There being no other business, this meeting is adjourned.
All right.
And just for all commissioners' benefit, to the extent anyone in the public asks, you have not raised their taxes by 12.8%.